Ever thought about jumping into real estate? What does it look like 1 year after you've jumped in? Ninja Josh Wapshot, we've got him online. We're going to talk to him this morning. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Now, this isn't a story about how good's Josh. It's not. It's a story about inspiring people in the marketplace about what a weapon of a 12 months Josh has had, and how it's been done, where the thoughts came for. Josh, welcome this morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me, Mark. Ready to
Unbelievable. How long's it been officially in real
yeah,
estate?
I think it's just over that 12-month mark now. So I think it was about a week and 3 days ago last year that I entered the sanctum of the Novak HQ. And loved every minute of it so far. It's been one hell of a ride, but it's been great.
And you got thrown on screen straight away.
Yeah, pretty much straight in. But that's how I like to do it anyway. So no messing around. And yeah, I was just having a look before we got on about, like you said, it's not about how well or trying to glow yourself up. But I think it was 25 storage units, 4 warehouses, 8 apartments, 3 pieces of land down in Warriewood. I think I've done about 12. I think it was 15 leases. So yeah, it's been busy. Couple of managements. Luckily enough, Mark's given me the opportunity to touch residential and commercial. So it's been a fast track 12 months, especially when you find yourself in here 7 days a week. But if you love what you do, it's been quite easy to wake up every day and head into work. So yeah, a bit of a snapshot. Few mistakes, few little times Mark's had to give me the hard word, but all the better for it.
Couple of fire ups,
Pardon?
A couple of fire ups, fired up.
Yeah,
Josh,
a couple of fire up.
Mark gets fired up, Josh gets fired up, and everyone moves on and is better for it.
That's right. Big man cuddle, and we're on for the next.
So, if we can just backtrack to the beginning, how old are you?
27.
And
27.
so you were 26 at the time?
Correct. Yeah.
And what made you think, okay, real estate's for me, I'm going to do real estate?
Well, I've always my background or what my interests are has always been to do with investment, economy, that sort of thing. My previous works were to do with mortgage brokering, so finance numbers, and then I found myself investing on the stock market for about 4 years, prior to a couple of crashes towards the end of that COVID area where the market didn't do too well. So that, then also my family's in car sales. When I was finished school, I pretty much jumped straight into my dad's dealership, doing finance, being a business manager, and then studying at the same time. So I guess that whole concept of selling, I've always been around it. Looking after that, your customer, creating relationships, something I did early on. And knew Mark through family in the past, and was looking for something new, something exciting, new challenge, and was up here on the Northern Beaches. And my old man was like, "Why don't you give Mark a call and see what you can do down at Novak?" And I gave Mark a call, and within 2 minutes, he was like, "Oh, when can you get in?" So that was really the story. And then came in, did a bit of leasing, helping out the rental team at the start, getting an understanding of the business. And then Mark sort of threw me in the deep end, and it was awesome. Loved it. Straight in.
From the outside, was real estate what you thought it would be?
Look, probably like a lot of what I think a lot of people miss is you see a lot of the the fancy videos, people talking, but you don't see the stuff behind the scenes. Like we're quite hands on, putting up whether it be organizing your sticker designs, putting them up yourself, organizing them to be put up, just organizing campaigns. We probably go a little bit, we take a more individual approach, I'd say, at Novak. We can really push the boundaries with marketing. So just all the delegation in regards to putting that all together, all the running around. That's probably what I didn't expect at first, or that you don't see until you're doing it. But yeah, it's you don't stop, that's for sure. Like my days are now booked up 7:30 to most days 6-7 p.m, and it's one appointment after the other, try get your calls in. So yeah, you probably just don't see that constant work ethic or work that you're experiencing throughout the day. It's full on.
And when you're sort of moving along through your day, educating yourself. So I think people that are thinking of getting into the industry, what were the things that you'd say, mate, you've got to keep an eye out on this if you're going to get in the business? Like, was it the, and where I'm getting at is the, when people are looking to get into a real estate office, what are the traits in an office for them to grow that they should be looking for? Because I see your career is fast tracked very aggressively, and I see that as a two-way street. One, you got to be a sponge, and two, you need the water for the sponge. You need the that sort of thing. What should people look out for? Is it mentors in the agency where they are, or is it that agency's doing does a lot of business, or what would you look for if someone was to get into real estate? That what are the things that you was sort of starved from or overfed from to grow?
Yeah, well, definitely, I think a big one for my career it has been Mark. Having someone like you're gonna see a lot of people, bosses, principals, where they've only got time to run the business, but Mark's very devoted to the point that he spends the time with me. So I think the people in your agency is big. Yeah, not just lovey-dovey stuff, but I haven't seen someone that comes in on his days off, works as hard as anyone else in the office does. So I think it's that definitely your leader, your other staff within the business is really important, because that creates, like you said, the environment for success, creates the attitude that push for more, work harder. And if you're going to be someone that wants to aspire to be one of the best in your industry, whatever it may be, you've got to be doing what the others aren't doing. So I think definitely comes down to who's in that office, what's their experience, what have they done in the past. I mean, for someone to sort of take on a lot of agencies that generally have franchises or well-known brands, to be an independent brand, and have the successes that Novak has done, that's something that highlighted to me that was a great place to go. A very competitive environment, and to stand out amongst the pack in a place like the Northern Beaches. I thought, geez, this guy must be a good operator. So that probably what stuck out to me. Really pick your agency. People that are doing well in this sort of business, you'll be able to see it. So do your research into, what are they doing? How many sales? How long have they been at the business? Experience-wise, if you're someone fresh, get yourself under a good agent to show you the way. It's an experience thing. There's some things that you can't learn out of a book. You've just got to get in there and experience it, and you'll find for yourself the best way to deal with those things. So, that's my take on it.
In terms of earnings, and I'm not poking you for how much money have you not made or made, but what should one expect? Because I think everyone knows when they change industry or get fresh into industry, there's going to be a world of pain in terms of their earnings early, and there's going to be, if all goes well, it's going to be lucrative and good for you if you nail it. What would one expect in the first year of real estate if they do bad, if they do okay, if they do exceptionally well? What would someone expect when they get into real estate? Because that's probably a big question that on everyone's mind. Shit, I'd love to get into real estate, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can gut the initial wage.
Best thing I thought coming into it was I didn't think of the commission. It was more just activity. So I wouldn't be how it works in real. Well, what I've seen is how it works is don't focus on the money, and the longer you don't focus, the quicker it will come to you.
Ooh.
Nothing good comes quick. So I think it's always like everything, the long-term game and consistency that will bring the rewards in, with hard work and determination. So that's probably my biggest thing is, yeah, don't focus on the money, whether it be the first year, the second year. Focus on activity, focus on building relationships with good people within your area. That's that's what I think is the formula, and how to look at money in your first year in real estate. Yeah, focus on the activity, and everything will come, especially if you're working hard, you're focused, you're in a good agency, you're in a good area. It's the
How long
recipe for success.
how long did it, like, I'd say in terms of a growth pattern, you probably, if an apprenticeship is over in 4 years, I think probably, and you can expect out, decent earnings. Your apprenticeship was actually pretty quick. Certainly wasn't 4 years. It was probably like 4 months.
Mm.
It was a credit to you and how quick you took up the education and stuff like that. So how quick did it get before you started earning? Oh, look, Lisa Novak says the harder
Oh,
you
thanks,
work,
Les.
the luckier you get. There you
Very
go.
true.
And she also says, "What a legend."
Thanks, Les.
Um, and Angelo is watching from the Philippines. There you
Oh.
go. We're international, mate. We're international. Um, so how long did it get before when you got into commission land? So you had a base wage,
Yep.
and then you moved across to making some commission on top of your base wage. How long did that take?
Oh, look, yeah, to get a commission, probably that will first quarter was like a write off because I came in halfway through. But generally, I mean, the second one I did make some commission, probably, you know minuscule, but you're taking more of the info in and learning. And then it's pretty much, scaled every quarter since. So I think it was generally, yeah, that first 3 months, 4.5 months, like you said, which was the apprenticeship. But yeah, it comes down to exactly like Lisa said, how much you work. I mean, I'm in here every day of the week during the weekday. Don't take my days off. I work the Sunday opens and just give myself the afternoon, and then most of the time we're back in here for a Monday for an 8 till 8 p.m. So I mean, when you love what you're doing and that's all you're doing, I guess that's the result. That's the outcome in the end.
And I'd like to invite anyone who's considering getting into real estate to reach out to Josh or myself if they've got any questions. Anywhere you are in Sydney or Australia, if you just want to bit of advice, we're here for you. Pick up the phone, give us a call. Happy to help. Happy to help. And there's also different options in real estate. There's property management, there's leasing, there's BDM work for property management, there's sales, there's commercial, there's residential, there's different aspects. There's admin, accounting, different things. There's different aspects in the industry. So, particularly school leavers and stuff like that, work experience,
Mm.
all that's available in the industry. It's a great industry, eh?
It is. It is. Keeps you on your toes. That's for sure.
Josh, thank you very much. And
Thanks,
guys, it's a live show, so if you have any questions, always feel free to ask us along the way. But mate, thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you, and thanks for inviting me, you and Lise, into the Novak brand. I've loved every minute of it.
Well done, buddy. Well done. Have a great day.
See you, mate.
All right. Cheers.